Hello guys, Torvik here, also known as Kyfrin or Kyf by my in-game name, but my real name is Torvik. Well, not my real name, but the name that I always have used. We're doing a live recording, I don't really care anymore. So yeah, here we are like in the Palace of Voters. As you can see, I'm on the top. Not that I like it, but okay. So yeah, that's like the intro. Here you can see my statistics. I'm the first one in the general power level of MCMMO, as well as in all the skills. I have a power of about 32,000, I guess. It's quite good. So yeah, you can see my high skill, I think, is swords. And here we're starting with the combat skills for archery. So for archery, you actually are just gonna need a bow. It can be the preferable thing is that you use a mending. I have one that has both mending and infinity, but it's like part of the server. You can just use a mending one. What we're gonna do is get a bunch of arrows, and on a zombie skeleton spawner, whatever spawner do you have, you're just gonna position yourself so you can use Meteor Hack Client bow spam as well as feet. You want to stay a little bit on the side so the mobs actually do not get you because you will die obviously. So here we're just spamming the bow with the Meteor bow spam module, and because I have the infinity and mending, I will not run out of arrows, and I will also regain the experience to repair the bow itself. We're putting it here with a little bit more of delay, but yeah, this is basically how you do it. If you don't have bow that it's both infinity and mending, just use mending and get the arrows that you can when you kill the skeletons or the zombies or whatever. But yeah, that's pretty much it. You will also want to use the command feed. For this server, we have a command that can regain hunger, but you can just eat if you don't have the command. It's not really that complicated, I guess. So yeah, this is basically it. You can see I'll put a time lapse for every skill so you can see me gain a level. In some skills it will be a little bit longer because I'm at high level like 4,000. So yeah, here is 15 speed for archery. And yeah, that's pretty much how you grind archery. So for the next set for combat skills, we are actually doing Axis. Axis is pretty much very simple. You just want to get kill aura uh, and just grind the spawner that you have. I have both login and the feed command, so I can auto reconnect if the server goes down for any reason. And we are using auto clicker so we can activate the MCMMO super ability skull splitter, if I remember correctly, which will allow you to do AoE or area damage for the axe skill. So that's pretty much how you grind it. You want to have a spawner or anything, and you just uh, get kill aura, set kill aura to kill zombies, skeletons, chickens, or whatever spawner you're using. Um, yeah, that's pretty much how you grind it. So the auto clicker obviously is gonna have a delay, so it's gonna activate. It's not really gonna make a difference, but yeah, that's pretty much how you grind Axis. So yeah, you can see me here. Here's the time lapse. Very easy. You can just leave your computer or use a beacon. A beacon is preferable for the people that doesn't have the command to feed. you will put it to healing so you don't die of starvation. And also, as archery, do not get too close to the mobs or else they will make you take damage. And we don't want that, right? So yeah, that's pretty much it. You can see a chicken over there. It's just chilling, but you have to kill it because if you don't kill it, more chickens will spawn and it will fill the mob cap. So we're pretty much done gaining a level, and that's how you grind access. So for swords, my homies, it's pretty much the same process like access. It's basically the same that I said. Configuration for access, the velocity hack for don't let you mobs push you, spam module for hunger and saturation regeneration. If you don't have that, use a beacon. Auto clicker set with delay for active skills, and kill hour set to zombies, skeletons, or chickens. So yeah, you can see it's gonna take a little bit more because my sword is in 4052, I think, as the time of recording, of course. But yeah, that's pretty much how you grind swords. Pretty much the same as access, but you have the configuration here. So yeah. So for an arm, it's almost the same, but it's very, very, very important, imperative that you put the your player a little bit away and maybe tweak the kill aura so the items that will be dropped by the mobs are not picked up by the player, because as you know, unarmed all only works with well, the slot that is free. So if you have all of your slots, hotbar slots filled, well, it will not gain the unarmed ability. So you want to stay a little bit far away so you don't pick up any items. So now the next skill, as you can probably guess, is gonna be taming. Taming actually works a little bit different. For taming, you want to use the Call of the Wind dogs that can be summoned by using the bones, 10 bones, but you only want to do that until level 250, because at level 250 the dogs will gain the ability fast food delivery. The fast food delivery skill will allow the dogs to have the chance to regenerate health when they kill a mob. So after level 250, you want to use vanilla dogs, because the Call of the Wind dogs actually have a timer which will make them despawn after a certain amount of ticks. So after level 250, you want to use vanilla dogs, which you can tame on the wild. Before level 250, just use Call of the Wind summoned dogs. You will also need to help the dogs with kill aura if your spawner is like mine, which is a double skeleton zombie spawner, because the dogs will not automatically target the zombies itself, but they can take damage if you are not careful. So you want to help the dogs with Kilaura killing glow squids, zombies, and chickens. The skeletons, they will automatically target them, but after level 250, you don't have to worry about the dogs, because they will gain fast food service, and you can just leave it like that. It really doesn't matter. You have to stay a little bit close because of the proximity teleportation, but that's pretty much how you grind taming. Very important quick thing here is that you want to use something like an axe or an arm for helping the dogs, because they will take damage if you use something that has an area like sweeping edge. They will take damage from that. So just use something that targets just one single entity. As you can see, to get the dogs out, you just simply get outside of the area of proximity and just sit them so they don't teleport anywhere. What a pathetic transition, right? Today we are doing gathering skills with mining. So the first thing that we want to do is get some wild dogs. They will help us when we are using baritone. So mobs that are targeting us are killed by the dogs. So now basically we are just traveling to a mesa biome. Um, the mesa biome, also known as Badlands now. I'm too old for that. I don't call it Badlands at all, but we are traveling to the Badlands biomes because, as you may know, it has a higher amount of gold ore on the mountains is the most predominant ore there. And if you see the chart of the experience gain by each ore, while the gold ore is not the highest one, it is one of the highest. And because in the mesa biome we have such a great amount of gold ore, we are just basically going to mine there. The gold that you get, it can be also used for the smelting child skill. But basically we are now here with our two dogs that will protect us on the kill aura, and we're just gonna basically get not only the baritone for the gold ore but also for the deep slate gold ore. That makes us so we can target more than one. As you can see, some baby zombie was there, but my dogs took care of it. The fire crystal is an item that is on our server. It basically will protect us for fire damage, which can also be a concern if you leave it AFK. Sometimes Barton will mess up and will throw you in lava. Happened to me like 1,000 times, so just beware of that. You might want to get the Autolog Meteor Hackline module. So if the threshold of damage is crossed that you can set, um, you will disconnect from the server, of course. So here are our spam module. We are gonna get, of course, the login, the feed, and the mine gold ore. You can see that I will also put the deflate, and we are also gonna use the auto clicker as we use it for the combat skills, so we can activate the giga drill breaker, which will allow us to get the gold ore on a faster pace. uh, the mining skill, or well, the mining by baritone will stop at certain point where your inventory is filled with at the maximum capacity. You also want to get inventory tweaks so you can remove a stone, diorite, granite, any other ores that you don't want. So it will take longer for your inventory to fill out, right? So you can see it's now starting. Um, I'm not touching the computer at all. And well, you can see the bar on the upper side that is filling at a quite fast speed, even when I'm like at 3000 level. So as you can see, I'm not touching the computer at all. And yeah, so basically it's not, this speed is not untampered. or edit it in any way, it actually works that fast. So yeah, that's pretty much it for mining. Um, Again, you can use the mining ores that you are getting, just save them and use them for smelting child skill, and you can use the produced stuff for the repair or salvage skill. So here is the table for the ores. As you can see, the gold ore is not that up there, but again, it's the difference between the amount of you can get and the experience. And from trial and error, I can tell you that this is the fastest way that I know. And it's you will get to level 1000 like in what, 2 hours, 3 hours. It's actually super super fast, and I will recommend you to grind the mining skill. Um, but yeah, as you can see, I will save my gold on my backpack, which is also a north thing that we have. But as you can see, it has been a while and my inventory is almost full. So the Barton will either keep mining, but we will not get the ore, or it can just basically stop itself or be stuck in a loop. To prevent that, I will just stop it manually, and we will go to the next gathering skill. So that's pretty much it, how you grind mining the fastest way in MCMMO. The next skill that we are going to use, as you may can tell from the sound, is it's gonna be woodcutting, the automatic method. So for that, you wanna go to a dark oak forest, set up the spam module so it mines not only dark oak blocks but also mushroom blocks. Mushroom blocks are the block that will get you the most XP, but also it's very rare to encounter them. And in terms of efficiency, it's actually better to just go to the dark oak block. Use the super ability will allow you to chop up a lot of wood. Um, and yeah, we're just putting dark oak block and red mushroom block. And the dogs are here again to help us from any mobs. They're super important here because you may know that the dark oak forest, has a lot of mobs. But as you can see, I'm not even targeting it. I have Kill Aura activated, but you can see my dogs are doing all the work for me, so I don't have to worry about the mobs killing me. So yeah, this is basically how you grind it, the automatic method. Might not be the fastest, and because of that, I will show you another way to grind wood cutting. But as you can see, it's quite fast using a dark oak forest. Yeah. We do have the same problem here as mining, and that is that because of the highest or the high amount of blocks that you are getting, which are valuable, the inventory will get full. So you have to be wary of that. But overall, it's a great method. Again, you will need the dogs. It's imperative for you to not die or not be, um, bother by the mobs or anything that could damage your efficiency. But yeah, that's pretty much it. We get 1.3k now, and my dog says goodbye. The next method that we have here is the wood cutting in the manual method. Although it's manual, it's a lot faster, and for that we are just gonna set up this kind of platform with a bunch of hoppers, um, brown mushroom, and we're gonna get nuker, so it can automatically nuke the or mine the the brown mushroom blocks. Um, when you have to do it manually. You can also use a strategy which where you can basically use the super ability of wood cutting, where you basically just will chop down anything super fast. So what you're gonna do is put the mushroom, bone meal it, chop it, put the mushroom, bone meal it, chop it again and again and again. I will put you in like a lot of experience. But when you have the delay on cooldown, you basically just wanna use nuker, or you can do it manually, I guess. Our next skill is herbalism. For herbalism, we are using this design made by Skipper Pet, which is a member of the community. Basically, you have some grass here, which is going to some dispensers down there, which are going to bone meal the grass. Um, so yeah, you want to get the bone meal that you are getting from the combat skills or whatever where you're getting the bone meal. But basically, the bone meal is being dispensed on the grass on a clock, on a redstone clock, and we are actually looking for some slabs here. If you can direct your attention to the Herbalism XP table, you can see that the flowers are actually the thing that will get you the most experience. And because when you bone meal the grass, you have the chance or either a poppy or a dandelion spawning or a tall grass, we are eliminating the tall grass from appearing here by just letting enough space for the dandelion and the poppies to grow, but not the tall grass. To mine, we are basically just going to do nuclear again. I will really recommend you to not sleep on this skill. It's actually great for PvE or PvP because it will regenerate a lot better your hunger and saturation. It's actually a pretty good skill, but basically this is how you grind a herbalism in the fastest way. It's basically grass being dispensed on bone meal, and you just nuke or mine the flowers that are going to spawn. um, you might see that my progress bar is going a little bit slow, but yeah, the nuclear module from Meteor Hack client is set to square, only flowers and the little grass, not the tall grass, because the tall grass is prevented from spawning, and the inventory tweaks to auto drop seeds or flowers that might spawn or might fill up your inventory. So that's pretty much how you grind the herbalism skill. Pretty simple. This kind of a structure was really developed over the years on the server, and I really think that overall this is the meta for grinding herbalism skill. It's very simple, and it's not that fast. The only thing is that you will require a quite hefty amount of bone meal. But if you can take the cost, it really doesn't matter. So yeah, that's herbalism. Our next skill, as you can see, we are in a gravel mountain. Imperative, very important, but our skill is gonna be excavation. The excavation skill can be grind very fast and very easily by going to a windstep hill or a gravelly mountain. Um, as you can see here, I don't have the dogs to protect me, but you can always go very near or in the wild and just tame one. One or two are enough. I prefer to get two, but basically the excavation skill works by baritoning. Here in the server we have some illegal items that is a shovel that has infinite durability by a glitch, but you basically just use baritone. On the gravelly mountain is something similar to the mining XP table. Gravel is not the thing that gets you the most XP by using a shovel on it, but it's one of the highest. And because the high amount of gravel on the gravelly mountains, it can be very easily to grind. You will also get a lot of flint and gunpowder being especially what you might want to store. But basically this is how it works. I have my dogs here, auto reconnect, the same thing that we always have. One thing that I might want to note here is that because of the sheer speed of baritone and the nature of Minecraft itself, sometime you might get stuck on a block, which will lead you to either you suffocating or the dogs suffocating. For that, and that can be seen here on the video, on the footage, is that we are gonna want to get the auto log out um, module. So in case we are suffocating in gravel as we're doing right now, we can basically just negate the death, and we know that if we were disconnected by the server, it was because we were suffocating on gravel or any other form of damage. So that's basically how you grind excavation. My excavation skill is so high that it's not. I'm not gonna put the whole video of me getting a level, but you can see that it's the fastest method that I know and everybody knows. So yeah, that's how you grind excavation. Our next skill here is my favorite, the one that I like the most broken one. But as you can see in our hotbar, it's gonna be fishing. Fishing is great, fishing is awesome, fishing is broken, is insanely overpowered in MCMMO due to the things that you can get, the loot that you can get. Uh, but yeah, you can see that basically here is the setup. It's just a bunch of hoppers on a cross like section. We get inside this hopper, and this is the module itself. So what you want to do now is use the Meteor hack client to get anti-AFK and autofish. As you can see, I only have one single chest down there, but you can do a whole system. I used to have a whole system to get all of the loot from fishing. I really, really, really cannot stress enough the sheer overpower of fishing on MCMMO, and the loot that you can get. It's awesome. So we are using autofish, anti-AFK, kill aura for drown mobs, and autolog in case a trident drown snipes from far away, because if they're far enough you can not basically just get them. But now we're gonna do the time lapse of, you can see me fishing here on the ocean. You can also fish on the like everywhere, but because of the changes to Minecraft fishing, I really just didn't want to bother with it, and I just do my fishing grinders on the ocean itself. Sometimes your net will get stuck on the hoppers, and you might want to set an auto clicker uh, on the right click, so you can just negate the stuckness of the fishing bubble. But overall, it's pretty fast, it's pretty good. Do not miss out on getting fishing on high level. After my horrible commentary, we are going to pass to the manufacturing and miscellaneous skills. For repair, I recorded this in a rush, so I might not explain myself the best on the video. But basically, what you want to do to grind repair is have another player or another account axe or use the wooden axe on you, because the way axes work with MCMMO, they take a lot of durability out of the armor. And if you use diamond armor and repair it and get it with low durability again and repeat that loop, you will get repair very, very, very fast. Uh, if you don't have another account or another friend or anybody that can help you, you can do it yourself alone, just sitting on a cactus or a magma block or boat, preferably boat, um, and just getting your armor durability very, very low. The sheer amount of diamonds and diamond armor that are gonna be needed, you can just get it from fishing or from mining. But you can see that even at my high level, I will get levels like crazy using the diamond. Just take a look at the video while I'm telling you this, but obviously to heal faster when the friend or the other account is hitting you, a beacon is preferred with healing or resistance, or if you have gapples or any food that has a lot of saturation regeneration, use that, because you can do it so much faster if you heal it faster, because you have to heal unless you die, right? So that's how you grind repair. For alchemy is gonna be a little bit funny. I actually do not have a way to grind alchemy. I just used since the start of the server, I just use the voting points I get that can be redeemed into MCMMO levels for specific skills, and I just put those on Alchemy. Alchemy really sucks. It really doesn't have a way to grind it efficiently right now. So yeah, for Alchemy, you just want to get like body fire points or any that you can get. And here is the grinding itself. This was provided by Ekas. He has now controlled my base because I was too lazy to build this. But this is my last big project on Oldfacs, I think. So again, I want to thank everybody for watching this video. If you have any other questions that you wanna know about MCMMO, I will humbly say that I think I have a lot of experience on grinding it. All of these methods are crafted very uniquely by me and other members of my group, which helped me to get this very specific guide to grind MCMMO on all skills. Apart from that, you can see right now on the video that that is the end for the MCMO grinding skills.